Hey there and welcome back to my channel. I apologize again for the little break that I've had. We've been super busy. We're at the beach last weekend for Father's Day with my family, and it's just been a really crazy couple of weeks, but I'm hoping to be posting a little bit more regularly now. Also bear with me, we're trying new lights today, so I'm kind of just playing with them still, so if it looks like a little bit too bright, I'll be, like I said, kind of playing with the lights in the next couple of weeks to try to get them perfect, since I know some of my other videos looked a little bit darker. So today I put together this kind of summery, either date night or kind of still light enough to wear for work in the summer look. It's really bronzy and glowy and dewy, and uses kind of pinky purple colors. So I hope that you are able to achieve this look and really enjoy it for the summer. And if you want to actually learn how to put this look together, please keep watching. Okay, so to get started, I've already primed my eyes with the Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, and I'm going to go in with that same Ulta eyeshadow palette, and I'll do cutaways again so you can see the close-up colors for if you are going to try to find colors that you already have to put on your eyes. So just to go across the eye, I'm going to take the color Pearl on a Sigma E60 large shader brush and just kind of pat that across the entire lid and brow bone, just to kind of help set our makeup in place and just kind of make a nice even canvas to work on. And we are going to be really using just like purpley pink colors. I'm then going to take my Sigma E70 medium angled shading brush and go into the color Rose Dusk and just pat that, take that on my brush and start working that into my crease in a windshield wiper motion. And I'm going to start in my crease and kind of slightly work that up to just towards the start of the brow bone. So just kind of, you know, build on the color to intensify it. I'm not going for anything too dramatic, but just to kind of keep slowly building that up in backwards and forwards motions, and make sure it's really nice and blended. We're going to use this as like a transition color. Okay, and then I'm going to, on the same brush, take the color Amethyst, which is like a nice like jewel purple tone, and just start working that into the V on the outer corner of the eye. Here, that's just going to add a little bit more color and dimension to the eye. So just a little bit, ooh, and I got some on my face here. Just on the bottom, basically third of the lid and into the crease. And then just kind of to blend those colors together, I'm going to take the color Trendsetter, which is more of like a brown, and just work that through the crease again to kind of blend together that purple color and that Rose Dusk color. And again, just kind of intensify the look. Alright, and then before I go in and work on my lid, I'm going to do the, take the Sigma E40 tapered blending brush and just work those colors in and help kind of diffuse that color out. Then taking a Sigma E55 eye shading brush, I'm going to pack it into the pink seashell color and pack that onto the lid. I'm also going to take a little bit of the Cali Lily color and just work that more in the center, because that's a little bit lighter. Alright, and then on a Sigma E30 pencil brush, I'm just going to take the lightest white color Silk and take that on the brow bone. I'm going to go back in and do some underneath the eyes after I conceal, but for now we're going to just move on to liner. So I'm taking the Sephora Waterproof Waterliner in number 3 Wide Eyed. It's just a peachy flesh tone. I'm going to line my waterlines to keep, again, the eye look really bright. And then a new eyeliner that I actually just got in my Ipsy is the Beauty for Real Eyeline 24-Hour Liner in Chocolate Fix. It's just a nice dark brown color. The only thing I noticed is that sometimes it does transfer a little bit onto the lid, but it's just a really nice creamy brown color. So I'm just going to brown the top, fill in the top of my eyelids with this. And I do find it's hard to find a nice brown color that day on and doesn't honestly just look like a black, because sometimes, especially with the liquid liners, I find that the brown just ends up looking like a black anyway. And we'll do a slight wing out. Okay, moving on to the face, I've already primed with my NYX Angel Veil Primer, and I'm going to start in with some foundation. I have the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte in number 103. I'm just going to put that on the back of my hand and put it on by bouncing my Beauty Blender across the skin. So I have a damp, clean Beauty Blender, and I'll start working that in if I can find, oh, here it is, here's my mirror. start working that in across the skin, especially this time of year. Sometimes you'll find that you either have to blend in, kind of mix two colors together or switch up to a darker color. I know I got a little bit of sun this weekend. We were up at the Jersey Shore visiting family for Father's Day. So it was actually a lot of fun. We had a little bit of cloudier weather on Saturday, but Sunday was really sunny and nice, and it was just really good getting to see the whole family. Had a nice big brunch on Sunday, got to spend some time on the beach and in the water, even though it was a little bit rough in the ocean. It was still a very nice time. Just make sure you're really being good about sunscreen. I think I mentioned in my last video, every single day make sure you're putting sunscreen on your face, even if it's a little cloudy. My boyfriend actually got a little bit burned on Saturday, even though it was completely cloudy out, which we were all teasing him about because he's so fair. But just make sure you have at least an SPF 15 on your skin underneath your makeup. Then for just right underneath the eyes, I'm going to use the Bye Bye Undereye Undereye Concealer by NYX Cosmetics. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that right from the tube right underneath, so I don't even have to put that on the back of my hand or anything. This is in the color medium. I was finding that the concealers that I was using was a little bit too light, so this is actually even pretty light. So just with the corner of my Beauty Blender, just working that in. Okay, so once that's blended underneath the eye, I'm going to take the Revlon Photoready Concealer in the number, I believe this is 01 Fair. I think this is probably one of their lightest shades. And I'm just going to do that where I would normally highlight, in the center of the forehead, down the center of the nose, on either sides of the nose, Cupid's bow, chin, and a little bit in my smile lines also. But I'm just going to blend that in also with my damp Beauty Blender. This is just a little bit of a lighter concealer, so that will just blend in a little bit nicer and still brighten, but it won't necessarily be so heavy on the skin. Okay, I'm going to set that all in place with the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder in the color Translucent Light. And I'm going to take a Real Techniques face brush to set that all into place. I can get some out in the lid. So just popping some of that right into the lid here and taking my brush and just setting on the places that we just highlighted. So before we go in and do any contour, I'm just going to put a little bit of under eye shadow. I'm going to take that Rose Dust color and just work that a little bit underneath the eye. See how this looks, and kind of have that come meet up and kind of go underneath the wing a little bit. I'm also going to just take a little bit of Trendsetter color also underneath, just to deepen that a little bit. And taking a clean, just like small eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to go in and pop a little bit more of that lightest Silk color just in my inner corner again. Alright, so moving on to the rest of the face, let's do a little bit of contour. I have the Ciate London Bamboo Bronzer. I'm going to take a clean Sigma E40 tapered blending brush or any large eyeshadow brush just to kind of put that product where I want it, to hollow out the cheekbones, on the forehead. More than anything, this is really just going to warm up the skin, especially if you're, you know, slightly lighter from your foundation, if you need a little bit more color back in the skin. I'm going to blend that in with a Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush. And for blush, I have a blush by the Balm called Instain. I just have like a little tiny one. I'll like zoom in if you can here. I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but it's just like a really pretty kind of more of a fall color called Pinstripe. But I thought what was really neat about this blush is it's supposed to be like a long wearing blush, which I thought was really cool for the summer just because it would really stay in place with all your makeup. So I'm going to take a Sephora angled blush brush and just work that kind of on the apples of the cheek. And I also thought this kind of more like a burgundy color kind of went nice with the purple eyeshadow, kind of complemented that look. But once we have a nice flush, I'm going to put on a little bit of highlight. I have the NYX Duochromatic Illuminating, the illuminating powder in the color Snow Rose, to take a fluffy fat eyeshadow brush and put that over the tops of the cheekbones. And I would definitely recommend in the summer doing highlight. Okay, for brows, I totally broke my Anastasia brow pencil, so I've been just using my Gimme Brow by Benefit Tinted Brow Gel. And honestly, for the summer, again, I feel like it's nice. It's a little bit more natural, just using a tinted gel or a powder instead of the actual pencil. And a new mascara I want to try today, I just got in my Ipsy bag. The brand, is, I believe, is Doucce Maxlash Volumizing Mascara. And it's a pretty big wand. So I'm going to show you just like what that looks like up close here. So you can see it's like a pretty thick wand. I'm going to just try to just kind of coat my lashes like I would normally do with mascara and see how I like it. Always double up and use another mascara. Oh, it's actually pretty nice. It definitely feels like it's more like thickening than lengthening. I feel like my lashes are already looking much thicker. And you know me, I like to put a lot of mascara on. So I'm just gonna do a couple of coats here and kind of work this on and see how this looks. And try to get this to kind of lengthen too. Ooh, if you wiggle the brush, it seems to do a little bit better. Okay, so before we go in and set this and bronze up a little bit more, I'm gonna actually just set it in place with our Urban Decay DeSlick setting spray, or whatever your favorite setting spray is. Okay, absolutely use a setting spray in the summer, otherwise your makeup is going to melt off. While that's drying, we're gonna go in with the NYX Liquid Suede, a cream lipstick in the color 04. Is there another color? Soft Spoken is the name of the color. And that has just like a nice kind of thick angled doe foot applicator. I don't know if I've ever used this one on camera before. But it has, it's like a nice kind of nude, but more on the leaning mauve purple. So it'll kind of complement our eyes and our cheeks. Kind of tie the look together. Okay, so just to set our makeup in place after our setting spray, I'm going to go in with some Makeup Forever HD Pressed Powder. This is really more of a finishing powder. You definitely don't want to set your makeup with this. And I've got just a really loose Luxie 514 blush brush. It's just a really loose brush, so it'll just very lightly kind of spread that color on and really make a nice matte finish. But I'm also going to go back in with my Luxie 660 Precision Foundation brush and put a little bit of bronzer. I have the Bahama bronzer. And yeah, it's just the regular bronzer. There isn't like a specific shade. And I'm just going to kind of brush over kind of the points where I would naturally flush and where the points where you naturally get bronze. So kind of over the tops of like the nose onto the cheekbone. And whereas our contour shade was a little bit more of a cool brown, this is more of a warm brown. So this just again helps bronze up the face and just a little bit more with the cheeks. So this is the completed summer purpley, glowy, dewy look that really is bronzed and really makes your skin look its best and highlights those features that you want to really bring out. So hope that you all are enjoying your summer if you're already off of school or work for the summer, or if you are working through the summer, unfortunately, like myself, this makeup will at least make you feel like your look a little bit more summery. So hope you have a great week. Please like and subscribe.